sexiness. I have 2 microphones now. Look at this. One for Sean to hear me, and then one for you guys. But yeah.
God, I wouldn't have known that. It's just so professional.
I just give you all the behind the scenes footage. I am using my bad camera though, unfortunately. But that's okay. It still looks fine, so. There's a Slinos. I'll pop in for a listen. Of course, Salts, that's perfectly fine. Happy birthday. But yes, let's all start this off by saying happy birthday to Salts, shall we? Happy birthday, Salts. So I haven't got the time Sean killed. He didn't get you killed. How dare you?
You got me killed.
Now, ladies, let's not do this here.
We should have gone in 0 build. It's James's fault.
It's my fault, okay? Yeah, that's fine. We can just blame me. It's all good, Sean. Look at these handsome fellas. Excuse me. No, it's fine. Okay, how about you fellas? Right then. Sean, are you ready, good sir?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Then, ladies and gentlemen.
Could have done with a drink.
Yeah, do you want it? Well, go grab yourself one.
Right.
Go grab yourself a drink. Go on.
1 minute.
Go on. You're good. The wonderful Sean needs to get himself... Sean 1v1 me right now. No, we're doing the podcast. Stop this. Stop this, Salts. I'm doing well, thanks. But I don't hear him very well, but I can be... no, that'll be... Actually, I know exactly why that'll be. Let me just up his audio. When he comes back, he should be much louder now.
Come on.
No, don't worry. He's coming back. Don't worry. He's coming back. You should be able to hear him a bit better now. I've upped his audio dramatically. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How are you, Sean?
I'm not bad. I've just got myself a little
British
drinky
people.
poo.
Got yourself a drinky poo. Got some tea. That's what you have to have.
I'm
when
used
you're
to doing this with a live audience. So
Yeah,
I
this
need
is-
a bit of Dutch courage.
It's been a... It's got a bit of whiskey in it.
Yes.
But yeah. Actually, I'm going to take this off. I'm fucking boiling. Already stripping and we've just started. Oh. Right then. Okay. Hello, everybody watching live and also watching on demand on the YouTube channels that we have. Welcome to the Mind Over Madness podcast. Ta-da!
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome. We're all here today to do the podcast, have a good time. We've got chat going on over there. Wonderful chat. So, yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, of course, you're going to be like, hold on, this looks a little different. What is going on here? Well...
Yeah, we're using a few new things today.
Yes, we've got Discord going. We've obviously got chat in the bottom right corner, although, to be honest, that... Oh, no, I'm moving shit. The two-way tag is a little bit in the way of chat, so I shall move it over to the middle for now. There we go. So chat can be seen a little bit better, but there we are. But yes, welcome. And here's me thinking this is family friendly, stripping on stream. Well, I mean, come on. You've all got to have a bit of excitement in our life.
Yeah, well, so it's going to be a little bit different, I suppose, with this podcast because we're going to be interacting with some viewers.
Yeah, you guys that are
So
watching.
it's all kind of strange to us.
You guys are a part of the podcast now. How do you feel?
We did initially start like 50 odd episodes ago doing it live on Twitch, didn't we? So.
Yeah, it was like 50.
Not doing
50,
it, but you know.
Only that's a different website. But yeah, that's
OnlyFans. Mind of Madness.
Mind Over Madness OnlyFans. Go subscribe today. Me and Sean exclusively. But yeah, that's not dead center. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I must adjust the two-way. Oh god, it's so difficult to get a dead center, especially from this distance. Come on! Aha! There you go. That's literally dead center on my thing. I feel shy. Oh, don't feel shy, Chantal. It's perfectly fine. But yes, anyway.
I'm shy.
Oh, Sean's shy. Sexy as he is. Can't help but being shy.
Sexy and shy.
But yeah, exclusively indeed. But yes, welcome. So to those who are watching this for the first time and are not used to how the podcast goes, because of course it is live, we talk about the news. I know, what a tragic thing to talk about, but we do talk about it. Then we go into a bit of gaming stuff, and then a bit of films and TV, and then we have sometimes books, like if we've had anything. And then we have our interesting things, which will be interesting today because we can interact with the audience. So it's going to be a good one. Yeah. But yeah, on that note, shall we ask each other the normal question that we say, Sean? How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well in the 2 weeks that we've had since our last one. It's been my birthday. I know, shower me happy birthday.
I know.
So, yeah, it was a nice little day. We went to a nice park. I've got tons of recipe books now. Like, all my family and friends just like, have recipe books.
That's because you're such a bloody good cook.
Well, what can I say?
You're welcome.
But yeah, I do enjoy cooking. That's my little de-stressor, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a nice, enjoyable time. Lots of nice food, lots of nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it still
yeah. My mic just stopped for a second. It was like, no, I'm all right. But yeah, no, that's fair. No, how was your birthday then? What did you get up to? What did you do?
Yeah, we just went to a park, as I said, and then I decided to create one of my new recipes, a fish stew. So had fun doing that,
I can imagine.
My kind of fun. Kind of fun. May not be anyone else's. And people are like, oh, why did you cook on your own birthday? And I'm like, well, it's actually a blessing. I enjoy my own food.
Yeah, Sean's a very talented cook. Very talented.
Yeah.
As modest as he likes to be.
Yeah. How have you been since we last did a podcast?
It's been interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's been an interesting week, or 2 weeks, I should say. I had to go to the doctors, obviously. Had some blood taken. That was fun. My nurse was rude, to say the least. But yeah, I had that done.
Poor nurse is getting slated every stream.
I mean, no, I love nurses, right? But this one
She's probably had a shit day.
This nurse was particularly strange. Okay, she called me a naughty boy for being dehydrated, like it's my fault. It was.
You've heard that before?
No, it's very uncomfortable. Yeah, I have, and in a situation like that, it's not comfortable. I don't want her turning to me and being like, "Ooh, naughty boy." That's just not normal. What nurse does that, man? It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, no. Apart from that, sorted out my room. You'll see I have a head wig behind me now. I had a bit of a organisation and a bit of a clean. So yeah.
Let's just clean up well on stream here.
Saito.
Car insurance.
Yeah, don't want that on stream, no. Saito, do you have Alzheimer's? I do not. No, my granddad did before he died, and my nan's got it. So that's why we're raising money for it. But welcome to the stream.
Yeah. My grandma also has dementia, so.
Yes, we're raising money for it.
So yeah, maybe we should start by saying something about the charity, maybe, and maybe how dementia or Alzheimer's has affected, your life.
Do you know what? That's a good one, Sean. I like it. Yeah. Now, if you are interested, by the way, anybody that's in chat right now or, watching, if you click, we've got today and tomorrow. If you click underneath my stream, there'll be an image. Click that. It'll take you to the campaign page where you can donate or just share the link. All I ask is we share the link. I understand money is very tight for everybody right now. So, of course, make sure you're looking after yourself. But yeah, indeed. But yeah, dementia. How's it impacted your life, good sir? What's kind of stuff have you experienced?
God, it must be like about 8-9 years ago now. My dad had a brain tumor. It's not dementia, but it did kind of cut. It was in the area of the brain where it controlled like speech and memory and stuff like that. So it had like similar kind of symptoms, I suppose. So yeah. I'm kind of used to the whole forgetting things and the like. Not knowing the right words, not kind of, knowing who you are at some points. I'm kind of used to seeing what that does to a person. And now my grandma is in a care home and she's got dementia, like, actual dementia. So she's, she can tell you what happened 50 years ago, but she can't tell you, what happened in any kind of short-term memory like forms.
It is.
Obviously, it got to the point where she had to go into a care home. It's dangerous for her to stay at home. She's a danger to herself, danger to other people around her, and it's like you don't want to let her be a prisoner in her own home. So you might as well kind of put her in a care home where she can be amongst, have surveillance constantly, and it's just for her own safety, really.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
it is one of those things. I do like that idea, though, Saito. I do appreciate that. Alzheimer's is what happens when somebody starts daydreaming all day, every day. That's a nice way of thinking about it. Do you know, that is an interesting way. Although I would be surprised if that's how my granddad felt. Because every time I saw him, he kind of went my granddad was weird. Because for those of you not aware, last year I became a full-time carer for him for a couple of weeks. And getting to live with it and sort of see it every day and how it changed him so rapidly. I think he had it for 5 years, bless him, before he passed. But it was weird watching a man that knew so much just suddenly sort of slowly disintegrate and disappear, like his personality. And obviously now my nan's got it. That's fun. Like, you have a conversation with her, 2 seconds later, same conversation. I was like, ooh, I've gone back in time. But I mean, it's an awful fucking cruel disease that needs to be more researched. But that's why I'm such a big advocate for pushing it, because watching someone so close to your heart, I think, going through it and then disappearing is the hardest thing about it, you know?
Yeah, become like a shell of their former selves, don't they? It's like you still see them, and that's the person you know, but it's not the person you know at the same time.
Yeah,
and they don't know you.
It's very.
It's quite traumatizing for families, I think.
Yeah, I think, especially if you're very close to the person that's going through it.
Yeah.
You know, of course, it's fucking awful. Chantel, Alzheimer's with loved ones sucks. My grandma had it. It was hard seeing her mind and memory slip away. Yeah, that's probably the hardest part about it. I don't know if you'd agree, but obviously when you I always used to talk to my granddad about how he always had this story, I know, tangent. He always had this story when he was like in his national service. He had to guard this gas station in Germany, and he couldn't even remember that by the end of it. So it was quite shocking to sort of see him not know that. And he forgot words, which was always interesting, because he'd try and make a sentence and it'd be like, which was sometimes quite funny. It sounded like a bike trying to start up.
Yeah, sometimes you got to kind of see the optimistic side and the funny side of it with your family. It's like, they'd want you to kind of, be joyous and stuff. So it's quite funny. My grandma, she's like constantly, she said, "Oh, I'm not a resident here. I work here. Just on the weekends." Yeah, sure, grandma.
Okay, yeah, that's fun.
But there's lots of kind of charities and stuff, and
of course,
any donations will go towards the one that you have chosen.
Yeah, exactly. But
that will all help.
It's definitely a dreadful thing to witness. So, but yeah, do you want to read Authentic Salt's message? The first one he sent.
What I think I speak for everyone.
yeah, go for it.
I think I speak for everyone when I say Alzheimer's can go frankly suck a fat one. Otherwise, I'd struggle to read that one. I think I had a bit of brain fog getting all of that.
Yeah, true. Absolutely, I agree with Linos. Sparkle. Sparkle. Hello, welcome to the chat. I had an uncle with Alzheimer's who always joked about forgetting people's birthdays, so I would save him money. Aww. So it would save him money. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's a good one. My granddad had a lot of sense of humour before he went, which was always good. He kept his sense of humour and he was always a gentleman, which was nice.
Yeah.
So, except for maybe the last week, I think he did headbutt someone, which is the first time he'd ever been violent. So you have to imagine, that's how much it drastically changes you. But, I mean, to be in that position, imagine not being able to remember anything or talk. I mean, I'm already struggling with my speech.
Just not having that cognitive ability to say what you want to say or, remember what you want to remember.
Very frustrating. But, of course, again, we're raising money for the Alzheimer's Research UK. Please feel free to check the campaign link. If someone in chat, one of the mods, just put the link. Put the link for the charity. Just exclamation mark charity. Do it. Go on. I love you. You can click the link, go over. Just share. All I ask is you share the page. You don't have to donate. I understand, again, money is difficult for everyone. But thank you, Chantal. Just share it around. Get it in front of as many people as we can. And let's make a difference.
Yeah.
I think that's good, right?
Well, that's a little opening of how Alzheimer's has affected us, and it's affected many people in chat, as I can see.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, with that kind of a full stop on that one, we will kind of move on to our first section, which is the news, if you
The
would like.
news! The fun news that we always have fun talking about.
Insert fun jingle and title card here.
Yay, the news.
The news, everyone loves the news. So obviously kind of a big one, moving away from kind of the serious, we'll move on to the serious things afterwards.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The big one is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard
I was going to
trial.
say,
That's been going on
talk
for the past
about this.
10 or 11 days.
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks in now, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of sad that it's like gotten to this stage, because it's like airing your dirty laundry in front of just the whole world and millions of people. The typical Hollywood trial, this one.
I know.
And usually celebrities' lives are so sheltered and you don't see like anything about their private lives, but here it's like everything is like bearing all for everyone to see. So it's fascinating in that respect.
Yes.
To watch some of it.
It is.
Yeah, how do you think it's going so far?
Well, I haven't watched every day. Also, thank you, Salts, for the fart reverb. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, it's been interesting. Interesting to say the least. I mean, I've not watched every day, obviously, from start to finish. That's a lot of hours. But I have watched a few things, and watching Amber Heard's legal team is fascinating to say the least. Considering, and I do find Johnny Depp's responses sometimes probably not the most professional, but I mean, the court love him, the courtroom love him. Yeah,
it seems that way.
He's very much, but it's very surprising how much stuff has come out. Of course, there's been a lot of audio recordings that have been listened to that you can clearly tell Amber has spun a lot of shit against Johnny Depp. Of course, I think there's still Amber Heard's sort of stuff to go through. I think they've just started that kind of process. Yeah. But yeah, to hear some of the stuff that, like Johnny's finger, how he lost the top of it, like, it's pretty scary to think
kinds of things.
Yeah, to think that this woman basically ruined his life by making shit up, allegedly, of course. This is still an ongoing
He kind
situation.
of opened the whole trial by saying that my life has already been ruined by this. Just the accusation of this has just caused me to lose work and lose his reputation.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's like he's already lost before it's begun, but now he's just kind of fighting for the kind of principle of it.
He's never.
So that kind of gets me on board with him straight away.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I'm trying to be impartial to it. I can't help but love Johnny Depp, but he's definitely. It's definitely a terrifying situation as well. Like, to think about. Like, imagine being accused of something so gratuitous as that, and then for years your reputation is dragged through the mud. You lose. Like, he's already said he's never going back to Pirates of the Caribbean, which was really sad to hear.
Oh no!
I was quite sad by that, because I thought, oh, maybe after the trial and everything they'll have him back. But even he just said himself, "Nah, I'm never going back." That's it. Yeah. But I think that's quite. It might be a way of twisting the court, trying to make it out as bad as possible. That's kind of his team's job, is to present why Johnny's life has fallen apart. So, yeah, interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I think Pirates of the Caribbean has probably run its course by now, anyway.
Yeah, I think Margot Robbie's doing the next one, isn't she?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, it's obviously trying to be impartial, but I think we're both a little bit Team Johnny. But of course, it's still an ongoing case. More things might come out. Maybe we'll feel sorry for Amber at.
I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Amber. One of her witnesses got dismissed from court because she was found to be deceitful while in court. She lied and wasn't telling the truth. I kind of agree with Saltz's comment there. Amber Heard's lawyer is being in court case with a really smart dog, just kind of barking at things. Yeah,
it's just like, objection.
And he objected his own question at one point. Which was like, you asked Johnny to explain something, then told him he couldn't explain it. Like, it sort of feels like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like they don't know what to scramble for.
Ruled.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to scramble for everything that they can. And one of their most interesting moments, at least from my perspective, was them basically interrupting Johnny as he was explaining something, and them going, "We don't want to waste court's time." And Johnny just goes, "What, like you did, looking for evidence for 5 minutes?" Like it's a snarky comment, which doesn't look good on Johnny. He shouldn't be replying like that. But I do think a lot of people understand why. Because literally they spent like 10 minutes looking for one piece of evidence. Which is not... Yeah. I mean, I get it's a big case, so I'm assuming there's a lot to try and, go over in a short amount of time. But, yeah, it does kind of feel like Amber Heard's team is sort of scrambling for anything right now. At least that's...
Yeah.
For now. Again, this is still an ongoing situation. They might pull something out that makes Johnny look like an evil sumbitch. But as of right now, I don't see it. Yeah,
you can hear like some of the members of the court laughing at some of the things Johnny saying. It's quite funny. He makes a bit of a joke of it.
I like how the guy as well. There was a part where Amber Heard's lawyer just went, "I'm not going to say anything for you to argue with me yet," and Johnny just laughed and went, "Yet."
Yeah, absolutely, Chantel. He's just a human like us, but with more to lose. But he's probably full of emotions. So, yeah, exactly. I'm sure he is, and we'll probably see more of those.
I do feel it's a bit strange that they've televised all this, though. Like, I know they're public figures, and I know this has been in the limelight for a long time, but it doesn't feel right.
American courts.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It feels like this should be handled like any other case. I know they're very high-profile people, both big actors and, well-known and popular, but it doesn't feel right that it's being shown to the public. I mean, that's just
it feels a bit dirty, but it's fascinating at the same time. But I'm kind of glad they are.
Yeah. I definitely. Amber's pulled some interesting facial expressions at certain moments that sort of give it away that she clearly isn't telling the full truth. But,
she's trying to remain very kind of stoic and unemotive. But you can tell, like behind that blank face is screaming.
It's the fake smiling as well, and it is fake smiling. You don't need to be a face reader to see it. It's literally. She's forcing her lip down. She's just a gold digger. I mean, we don't know. And I think the thing is, like, of course, we all have our opinions, and I think a lot of people are probably going to take Johnny's side. But there is, it's still ongoing. I suspect that we all know the outcome of this case, but stranger things have happened, Stuff has done 180s in the past very quickly, and maybe that's what we'll see out of nowhere for this,
Yeah, just imagine having like each one of ours like dirty ex relationships like being broadcast to the world and stuff like
Jesus.
That.
Oh, dear God.
It's not never pretty, is it?
It's never going to be.
Sounds like massive things, but I'm sure the stuff that goes on in their relationship is going on in everyone's relationships. Like you always think they've got these perfect lives, but obviously they haven't.
Especially some of those recordings. Jesus, they're rough. Tlinos, even thought that they're big figures in the world, even though, James, like Chantal said, they are still people. I feel it would have been kinder to handle it in any other case. Yeah, exactly. Handle it like any other. It shouldn't be broadcasted, but such is the way of media.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately how it goes.
The only winners are the TV networks and the streaming networks that are just streaming it. So... But, that's the American way. Mm-hmm. Prosper. Because I don't think that's illegal in this country. I think they're allowed to do closing statements.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Everything's drawn in the UK. It's like a sketch artist that draws images because you're not allowed any cameras in any kind of legal situation in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And it's done to kind of protect the public and stuff like that as well. Because you don't want to know that. Now, not in this case, which is just literally so stupid compared to something, but it's just like, in murder trials and stuff like that, you don't want to know the gory details of every single thing that's going on.
Of course, yeah. And I think with this one especially, there's been some stuff that's been said that's going to be damaging to both Amber and to Depp. Some of the stuff, some of the recordings don't look good on Depp either. I've heard most of them because I tend to just sort of get the main parts, but some of the clips of Depp are not great either. Like him threatening to kill himself and things like that. Like it's not. I think what it's going to turn out to be is wrong on both sides. Can we just fuck off and move on? You lied about shit that you shouldn't have. You're a failure, Amber Heard. You shouldn't have fucking lied about Me Too bullshit, because that's actually a serious thing. You know? But yeah, Chantal, the media is sometimes fun, but also very dangerous. Indeed it is. It is indeed.
Yeah, it's like she went in thinking that she'd have the upper hand anyway, but it's kind of backfired a little bit.
She had a few good years.
But we'll see.
But yeah, as you say, we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Still, I don't know how long it's going on for, but as long as it takes.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to take a while. There's a lot of evidence, but there will be answers.
Yes. Shall we move on to a different topic if no one's got anything
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, guys, feel free to go back on stuff if you want to let us know.
We can always.
But yeah, so I've gotten the next thing. Let's talk about Russia and Ukraine. Yay.
That's what I had too.
Yeah, the two main things in the fucking media, polar opposites.
That's it.
But yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with much of this anymore. It's kind of quite difficult to keep up with it every fortnight and stuff, and just some of the horrific shit coming out. But one thing that I did see very recently was that the first British soldier has been killed who was over there. At least the first recorded British soldier that was killed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's not like... I think the saddest part of it is he won't be remembered. He won't be touted as a war hero because the UK made it very clear. Any soldiers from the UK that go over there, you've gone AWOL. You are no longer a part of the service, which is crazy to me in some sense. But I get why they've done it, because obviously otherwise technically the UK has then joined the war. So, yeah
that can't happen, you know. But, you know,
Not
we're
yet.
supplying enough weapons and stuff that we're kind of proxying a little bit for war, which Russia seems to think. So that's what we're doing.
I mean...
Which they're kind of right in some regards, but not really.
Not in the right terms. different ideals.
Obviously, he's continuing this rhetoric of bringing up nuclear weapons because, you know, he has to pull out the big toys in the pram. Because I think he forgets that the rest of the world also has nuclear weapons.
Yeah, and America have bigger ones.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I think, didn't Putin say recently, he was saying that because the West is supplying, like, you know, Ukraine, technically, like, he's like, oh, I'm very close to pushing my button now. Yeah. How about this?
The longer this has gone on, the more I think it's just, you know, complete bluster.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I hope I'm right, but it's just,
How
he
about
needs to, you know.
how about this, Putin? Just fuck off, okay? You're not going to beat NATO. If you do start a war with them, you will lose. There is, I mean, and countless thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands even, of lives are being destroyed because of your fucking tiny penis fucking ego. Like, I know he doesn't give a shit, but like, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. I don't get it. What is the fucking point? No one benefits from this. Like, at all.
It's like Ukraine have obviously got the unlimited backing of the entire West, like, to an extent. So they're not going to go down without a fight. They're really making Russia pay for any single inch of land that they are gaining, which isn't much.
They've changed their tactic now, haven't they? They're just attacking on the front. They're not trying to surround it anymore. They've pulled back.
The Donbass region, I think it is, the east.
Which is fucking ridiculous. It's just, I don't quite understand. Like, why? I don't know. There's never going to be an explanation, is there? Like, it's just
Putin.
It's
Putin's
Putin.
the explanation.
Yeah.
Putin.
Twat. Like, that's like it. You know, but I just wish that, like, you see some of these horrific things, and what I don't understand as well is, like, yeah, okay, war, fine, fucking stupid, but fine. Why are your soldiers committing war crimes to civilians?
It's a weapon.
Why?
It's like used to degrade morale and stuff like that.
It's fucking so wrong on so many levels, and like I don't know. I'm so tired of talking about this because it's just the same shit. It's like nothing's changed. People are dying for no reason. It's fine. Like, I don't know. It's exhausting to go over it. But, I mean, I haven't seen a lot on the news either of it. I think the news has even stopped reporting on it as much, which, I get, but I mean, it is their job.
I think like the main guy of the leader of the UN Council went to visit Kiev.
Yes, the highest ranking official.
2 days ago, and Russia still kind of bombed Kiev like a precision strike while he was there, even though it's like kind of organized in advance so that they don't. Because imagine if they managed to like wipe them out, that would be a declaration of war.
Yeah,
right?
that would be it. US would be like, cool, let's fuck them up.
Doing all these things just to scare everyone.
My water spilled.
Oh, dribble,
yeah. I don't know. It's definitely a scary thing to watch happen, and the fact that it's still going 2 months on, I don't know. I feel like this is a war that's going to turn into years, not months, and I think a lot of people are needlessly going to be killed. I don't think it's going to be long either before Putin tries to pick a fight with NATO. Because he's already said he doesn't want Finland and Iceland. I think I'm correct in saying that. Finland and Iceland joining NATO, and they've already said, nah, we're going. Because fuck off, Putin, you don't control the world. That's not how this works.
Yeah. And the longer it goes on, the more depleted Russia will get, and the more tempting it will be for that, ultimate death sentence to be pushed.
I don't think Putin's in a position either to stop. I think there's so many sanctions on him now and his country, and he has already changed his general, the war general. I think we talked about that last time. That's been changed. So this is only going to end in one traumatically horrible way.
Ukraine are kicking their ass, and
they are pushing them back.
They want to declare war on the rest of the world, and like, what? They can't even deal with Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got. I think we talked about this as well. Like, we've got forces at Poland and across the border, and I think America have like sent sizable armies to specific areas as well to be like, go on, fucking try it, please. Yeah. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. It's sad that Ukraine is still going through this fucking tormenting time, but I don't know. It's a tough thing to talk about, man. I mean, how do you talk about it?
Not changing.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, we'll see what other threats are being pushed our way in the coming weeks, and what other bluster and what absolute disgraceful humans of humanity will come up with.
It is foul. Thlinos, Putin is already saying so many things about the West, trying to... Hello, Robin. Trying to make it seem like he has reason for the war crimes, but I think he knows that it wasn't gone the way he thought it would. Yeah, exactly.
The reason changes all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But none of it is fair on the innocent people of both countries. Yeah, 8 million people displaced now, by the way. 8 million. That's insanity. And again, there's no way Putin can make this look like, oh, we were attacked, or we're doing it for the betterment of our country. Fuck off. You're a crazy dictator that just wants more land. That's all it is.
Yeah. But the propaganda machine is just absolutely going in all guns a-blazing with the propaganda again.
Well, I mean, even like there was like a reporter, wasn't there, that went on Russian TV and actually held up a sign saying no to the war. So yeah, Robin, just for you two, just someone can someone just shoot him, please? Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can say that because we're not higher up officials, but I mean, to be fair, would that solve the problem? You kill Putin, someone of his team will just take his place. I think that's the scariest part about it. I mean, he's got a new general for the war for a reason. The last general wasn't cutting it, so he's fucked off. I mean, he's left office. He's not been shot and killed, don't worry. And, this new general is very well known for using certain types of weapons and deadly gases, which have already been proven to be used, and yet NATO still haven't done anything. I don't understand. It's an impossible situation for everyone, because I think if NATO steps in, it's a World War III. If NATO doesn't step in, Ukraine is suffering. Like, there's no winning here,
Robin says he's been in power for far too long, that's for sure.
Definitely. Well, that's how he's done it. He's a
There's
dictator.
like no opposition really.
Well,
And if there's any kind of polls or voting or something, it's all rigged.
Well, how do you think? What happened to his last one that went up against him? Oh, that's right. He was imprisoned for no reason. Like Putin just went.
Bring back Gorbachev.
Fuck it. Just bring back the Soviet Union. Bring them back. They were nicer than Putin. No, don't. That's a joke. But that was a joke. Fucking Jesus! Someone's gonna cancel me now. Ah! You can't say that.
Yeah, Twitch lawyers are listening.
Twitch just bans me immediately. Like, propaganda. No, it's fucking not. Sharp. But yeah, no, it's
that's something that happened as well. Macron won the French election.
Oh, we can talk about that if you want. I'm scared that Marie Le Pen didn't win the French elections because she was quite pro-Putin as well as Trump. I definitely could have been a worse situation. Yeah, I didn't look into this much, but Macron is much better. He's still a prick. I mean, I think the thing is, it was a lose-lose for France there, right? Macron's more for the higher-ups. He likes the wealthy, apparently. He's very much Boris Johnson in French form. I care about the rich, fuck the poor kind of guy. But, yeah, you are right. The other one would have been fucking catastrophic if she had got in.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been... She would have been like, hey, Putin, I'm open. Like, so, yeah. That, was it a he or she? I can't remember.
Like, she.
I think it was a she, yeah.
Marine Le Pen.
Yeah, I mean, she did say she was against the war, but no, she would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not into French politics.
Macron won. Me neither, but I think the best decision was made there.
Devil will you know, as they say. I mean, yeah. Macron isn't terrible, but he has some weird fucking, like the fact that he sat down with Putin and was like, look, man, we can resolve this peacefully, and Putin was like, no, we can't.
He's also fond of the older women.
well, I mean, Macron isn't.
His wife is much his senior.
He met his wife when she was 15. Yeah. But that's, I think, what's the legal age in France? Like 15, 14, 15? It's weird. I don't like it.
I'm not sure.
I don't like it. Can anyone look that up? I don't like it though. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it does make sense, but I try not to be too political, but Yeah. He's better than Boris. Let's talk about Boris, shall we?
Oh God, what now?
Oh, what hasn't happened? So, criminally, he has been charged. We all know this. He's still in his job. Welcome to the UK. And I think there was something else that happened recently. Oh, that's right. I actually have it written down as well. Where am I looking? So basically, a lot of MPs are being accused of being, shall we say, inappropriate with the female colleagues.
Oh, I think one of them was caught watching porn.
Yeah, who's fucking shocked?
House of Commons.
Who's shocked? These fucking uptight pricks still think it's fucking 1800s. Like, yeah. I think one of the female MPs recently came out and said that she was... yeah, I know she's definitely come forward and said. But I know there was one MP, I can't remember if it was Angelina or not. I don't think it was. But she came forward and basically said that she was pinned up against a wall by a male MP and basically felt up. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know if you were. Like,
no, it's just one of them things that it happens in every workplace, and it doesn't surprise me that happens there as well.
I mean, yeah, but, it's disgusting that it happens. Don't get us wrong. We're not,
no, we
condemn it. Of course we do. As a victim of sexual assault,
it happens.
As a victim of sexual assault myself, yeah, no, it happens. Yeah, that's fine. But no, like, it's definitely disgusting to see that in the place where laws are made, these people are so disconnected. Like, this is okay,
Yeah, Sparkle Cat, a politician watching porn on the front rows of Parliament.
Oh, fucking crazy!
With so many witnesses around, like, how embarrassing for him, and like how.
Why would you?
Deluded do you have to be to watch porn?
Anybody who sits in work and goes, I'm just going to sit and watch some porn. I'm not going to have a wank or anything. I'm just going to watch it. Yes, I knew they'd get together in the end. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? That's how it's in the back row.
All going to be part of an investigation because, investigation has to happen for everything. You can't take a poop without having an investigation about it.
It's so
in the House of Commons.
Also, by the way, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Lindsay is the worst bellend to be sitting in that fucking speaker seat. He's an idiot. He doesn't know how to do his fucking job, clearly. Like, literally, fucking Boris speaks and people shout, he's straight up like, no, shut up, the Prime Minister's speaking. Fucking Keir gets up and says one word and everyone's screaming on the Conservative side. He's still sitting there. He doesn't tell him to shut up. Like, hey, Lindsay, fuck off somewhere else. You can't do the job. Like,
I don't know what the bloody protocol is.
It's so fucking... No wonder we're a joke to the rest of the world. Like, this is the James's rant time. If you've watched a podcast, you know I fucking do this. But, like, no wonder the UK's such a goddamn joke to the rest of the world. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking any other parliament thing, you fucking see them, they shut up, they get on with the job they need to do. Whether you love them or hate them, they do their job. In the UK... Hey, fuck off. I'm so angry.
Well, you think you'd be happy to know that I think the world has bigger fish to fry than whatever they think of the UK. They probably don't even consider us, to be honest.
Why do you think Putin's not threatened? Looks at Boris and goes, the man can't even comb his hair. I've got this. Biden can't even remember what he woke up.
Yeah, leader of the West.
Oh!
Going to shake invisible people's hands.
That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, it's so scary that these people run countries. Clean arse.
It's unfortunate for Biden though, because he does seem like a nice man.
Yeah, he seems very good at his job as well, and it's just I think he's just too old. Clean arse. They're supposed to be running the country and making laws to protect people whilst being those people. It is a joke though. Like, it's still 1863 or something. Exactly. It's just. What is life? What is this? I've never
and always have been above the law.
The worst thing this podcast has given me is that I watch the fucking news. I give a shit about politics now. I do, and I never used to give a shit about politics, but ever since we started this, I was like, I got to make an effort. I want to talk about this stuff. And like, again, I'm not saying vote Labour. Vote for whoever the fuck you want. I'm not even voting Labour. But come on! Why is Boris's band of bellends still in charge? It makes no sense!
Right.
I can't...
I'm going to make an executive decision to move on.
Alright, we'll go through the comments quickly. Breathe, Lou. Your flippers are flipping. I'm an angry penguin! Wait, it's still 1863. Dang, my hot tub is on the wrong setting. It is. It is on the wrong settings here. But yeah, no. To end it off without a tyrant, yeah, it's despicable, it's sad, and it's a joke. There we go.
Yeah.
We're not going to stay on this for too long.
And that's just a Friday morning.
That's just a Friday morning. Good hell.
Do you have any more news things? Good.
I actually don't. I did have a look earlier because I was interested to see if there was any Welsh stuff, but I didn't find anything for Wales. That was like particularly captivating. Wales. We're attached to England, and then people go, "You're English, aren't you?" Yes. I'll just say yes from now on and smile. Yeah, I think the only thing I saw on the UK was like a murder that had taken place recently, or an assault by 4 lads, I think it was, or 4 people that assaulted one young lad. I don't know. It's disgusting. Again, not much you can say on that.
Yeah.
It's foul, as they say. Angry flippers. But yeah. Anywho.
Shall we move on to the film section?
Oh, go on then, cheeky.
Let's CD.
Switch this up a little. Let's go to films and stuff. It's a nicer thing. So if you guys have watched any films recently, or want us to talk about any films or our opinions on them, chuck them out in the comments now. Go for it.
We'll have a go at tackling them if we've watched them ourselves.
Yeah. But what have you been watching, sir? What have you been watching?
Well, I watched a film, an independent film called Call Me By Your Name.
Oh, okay.
It stars Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet.
I don't know.
He's like one of the main actors of Dune, one of the up and coming
Oh,
stars.
okay.
It was his breakout kind of film. I mean, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but it was very kind of not pretentious. It was a very independent and kind of Oscar bait kind of film.
Yeah.
But it was decent. But I think the main kind of USP of it was that the Timothy, and it's a film about a kind of coming of age, coming out 17-year-old boy, like having a special friendship with like a 40-year-old guy. And the interesting thing was that neither of the two actors were actually homosexual. They're both heterosexual males, so you had to really kind of sell the fact that they had this like friendship with each other. And I say friendship, it's an intimate relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really see much on screen, but they are very convincing in that kind of way. So it was interesting how they've kind of done that. I think when stuff like that happens, it's like a big kind of selling point for the film, like seeing someone act a different sexuality. That's a big kind of thing in Hollywood, I guess.
It's called acting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's good. I think it's a good thing they're being represented, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's good. It's like, I suppose some people will say, well, why not get someone who is actually homosexual to play that role? When I'm sure there's not a minority of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting film, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's.
Go on.
Yeah, sorry.
Go on. But yeah,
it was just great to kind of see that kind of relationship in a film, which is probably relatable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I
mean, the synopsis of the film that you just described reminds me of Kill Your Darlings with Daniel Radcliffe. Plays a gay character, gay couple. It's very intimate, and there's some very, very close moments. It's a very good film. I love it, and I love that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, sweetie. Hi, Vic. Surely it can't be too difficult to find queer actors to play queer characters, like in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool when they do that, but I don't think it's a necessary thing. That's why they call it acting. I understand why some people maybe get annoyed if they kind of cast someone who doesn't fit the role. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like if you do like an adaptation or something, and they cast like a completely different ethnicity, then yeah, that's stupid. But I think with sort of sexuality, I think I don't mind it as much. And hopefully, people don't mind me saying that, but I think it's, as long as it's being represented in a respectful manner, not like overacted or treated in a really disrespectful way. I think it's okay to have any sexuality play any sexuality, as long as they're comfortable with it.
As long as they're kind of right for the part, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because they can't audition everyone, can they? So. And it was his breakout film, so obviously he did very well in it.
Yeah, absolutely. For a first-time role, that must be quite daunting as well, to take on a fucking role like that. Robin, it's not a film, but I have watched the John Wayne tapes. Hi, Vic, hope you're doing well. Oh, John Wayne tapes? I'm not too sure. John Wayne Gacy, maybe? Is that his name? I don't know.
John Wayne.
I don't know. It was like a killer. I don't know. Do you want to read?
Hi, Vic, by the way.
Yeah. Oh. Do you want to read Vic's message?
Brooklyn, that one?
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so beautiful. Gonna make James watch some of it this weekend. I think he'll enjoy it.
I've watched it before.
Seen any Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've watched it before. I could never get into it. It was it's one of those shows that, like, the first few episodes, I was like, okay, this is cool. I get where they're going with it. It's kind of like The Big Bang Theory for me, right? I don't love it, but I can watch it. I can sit there and watch it. I enjoy it, but it's not one that grabbed me, It's kind of just one of those, I don't know, one of those funny shows that you occasionally go back to, Like, I'm never gripped by it enough to binge it from start to finish.
Yeah. Is that the one with Meghan Markle and that Suits? Is it?
No, I think that's Suits. With Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's Andy. Is it Andy Samberg? I think his name is Andy Samberg. The one that came from YouTube, like the Lonely Island crew. Yeah. But yeah.
Robin's talking about John Wayne Gacy, the killer.
Ah, yeah, I thought it was the clown killer. Yeah. Yeah,
Not quite the same kind of thing.
I mean, I haven't watched. I've watched like documentaries on him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never
He
watched
used
his
to
tapes. I don't think I could.
young men back to his kind of
Yeah, and then he would,
torture them.
stop.
Sexual and
Yeah,
horrific way.
oh, yeah, ejaculation on them. Yeah.
I'm not sure what that has to do with independent. 17-year-old.
But yeah, I mean, interesting.
Whatever.
Interesting. Klinos, no, it's definitely not necessary. Like you said, if acting at the same, it's acting at the end of the day like humans play other species. Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, I was going to ask that question. Which one? Who's the cutie and who's the pie?
Who's the kid and who's the pie? Yeah, it's a good question. White Collar is good. I've never heard of that. White Collar? Do you know the actors in it, Sparkle? Maybe we've seen it, but just forgotten. I don't question anything when it comes to knowing who's who. At this point, I just nod and agree. But yeah.
It could both be applied to both of us.
I guess it's true. It's true. Gotta Google. Oh, that's okay. Lose on Disney Plus. True. Yeah, there is one film, Angriest Man in Brooklyn. I watched it with Vic. She showed me it. It's actually a Robin Williams film. It was made in 2014. And basically it's about a guy that's lost his wife. Lost his son, sorry. And after his son has died, he's basically just changed as a person. He gets angry all the time. It's just anger. That's how he deals with it. And basically he goes to the hospital and gets told that he has 90 minutes to live when he doesn't have 90 minutes to live. He does have a serious bleed on his brain at the brainstem, but basically Mila Kunis is playing the doctor. She's having a stressful day, so she tells him you have 90 minutes to live, and he basically goes on this tirade. It's a very entertaining show to watch, but also it has such a heavy side to it, and it just shows Robin Williams' acting chops, man. He was such a good comic actor and a comedian, but he could play a serious role when he needed to. He was so good at it, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot, because it was one of his last films, if a lot of his kind of struggles were in that film, like I highly recommend watching it. It's a very good one. I think it's on Prime. I think we watched it on Amazon Prime, so if you've got Prime, it's one to go and check out.
I do need to watch more Robin Williams films.
Yeah, I've watched a few.
Good Morning Vietnam. That was.
That was.
How long ago?
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Classic, apparently. But yeah, I'll definitely check out that one, White Collar, on Disney Plus. Sparkle, thank you for the suggestion. I'll actually write it down so I actually don't forget.
Well, I watched The Adam Project.
Yes.
With Ryan Reynolds. It's quite a good film. I watched it with my sister and her partner.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good feel-good kind of flick with an emotive core, about the relationship between, a child and a parent, and that's what a lot of things kind of come down to, that like simple but effective, emotive storyline.
Yes.
But yeah, I very much enjoyed it. It's definitely, I think after it finished, we were all like, it was good, but it's definitely a Netflix film.
Yeah, hence why I've not got Netflix.
Yeah, you can't expect that something like that will be at the cinema. But yeah, it was very good though. And Ryan Reynolds was very good in it. Not as funny as in something like Free Guy, but definitely still good. But it's all about kind of him going back in time to meet his younger self and stop the invention of time travel.
Yeah.
The Adam Project, as it's called.
The Adam Project.
So it's a lot of kind of meta, kind of interesting scenarios where people are meeting their past selves and they've got a relationship. It's weird.
It's like Zathura.
But yeah, very good.
No, fair enough. I did see that. I wanted to watch it before my Netflix ran out, but I didn't end up doing it. I got distracted. But anything
out too much, but it's a good one.
Anything with Ryan Reynolds, I pretty much enjoy, but it's not one that I normally remember.
Yeah.
Sparkle, Matt Booner, Tim Decay, and Tiffany Threesen. I hope Teresen, maybe Teresen. I don't know. I'm bad with names. I'll definitely check it out, mate. Thank you. I actually don't recognize. I say that. I do recognize Matt Booner. I do recognize that one. But yeah, no. I'll have to check it out, Sparkle. Ooh, yes. I mean,
it mentions Jurassic World Dominion. Are you excited for that?
it's to say we talked about this briefly, didn't we, Vic? But like, I think for me, I loved the first Jurassic World. Right, that was really good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Then the second one came around, and I was like, okay, it's still cool. I'm not saying it's not, but it was kind of like a one and done thing. I've never watched it again, and I don't really care for this third one. They've kind of gone the nostalgic route of, oh look, the old characters are back, you know, and I don't know, the Jurassic Park series in itself was really good, apart from the third one. The third one was a bit shit. But Jurassic World 1 was good. Jurassic World 2 was pushing it a little bit, because at that point, I think Chris Pratt was like, he was still there, but it was like, how can we carry this series on for a trilogy? You know, they were like scraping.
You kind of feel like the same film over and over again.
At
some point. Yeah.
And especially with there are, and I mean, you know, I'm not shitting on the film again. I liked the second Jurassic World, but it wasn't a film that I've ever cared to go back and watch, because there were just a bunch of plot points that I just could not ignore that were completely scrapped, especially from the lore standpoint of the original Jurassic Parks. So I was like, and I'm a big stickler. When I love a series, lore's important to me for me to give a shit. So I think Dominion will probably be one that I wait for to come out on renting or DVD before I see it. Although, I think Vic wants to go and see it as well. I'll probably go see it with you, actually, to be honest. Again, I'll probably enjoy it, but it's one of those films, it's like the Adam Project probably for you. You know, like it's that one and done thing. Like you watch it and then you're kind of like, oh, it was good, but I don't feel the need to watch it again. Yeah. What about your thoughts?
Just feels a Friday night. I agree with you pretty much 100%. I loved Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. I think I did like Jurassic Park 3 with the whole kind of, it goes to New York and stuff like that. I thought that was a nice spin on it, so I did quite enjoy that one. But yeah, Jurassic World was good. Jurassic World 2, I can't even remember anything from that apart from the pod chase and the like big explosions and island destroying things. Yeah. I can't really remember anything from it, like as far as character development and stuff. But I remember a lot more from the first Jurassic World. Yeah. But yeah, third one, maybe it'll kind of pull back some of the original, nostalgia, especially with Laura Dern and the original cast kind of coming back. It will kind of bring a bit more nostalgia and speciality to it.
I am hoping that will happen. Because it would be, again, I think I'll enjoy the film. I don't think it's going to be a film that I don't enjoy, but it's definitely going to be a hard one to make me love.
To
say the least.
It's a bit like the remakes of, not the remakes, kind of the Planet of the Apes kind of thing, where they kind of do 3 films and they just kind of drag on.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Eventually, how far are you going to drag it on before you eventually kill it?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, World of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I think, what I'm worried about with Jurassic Park. Like, they've had spin-off series, like the animated thing, and they've had all these different films. It's like, just let it die. Okay, Hollywood, go and find some new ideas. It's okay to make a new show,
Yeah.
This summer I'm so excited, need more dinosaurs in my life, but this time we're not in a park, they are wild animals. Yeah, they did that for the third Jurassic Park when and it didn't work. It was still shit. I mean, I think that's my worry, right? I don't want to watch this film and have it tarnish everything else that they've done. I do agree with Linos, it should be done by now. Like, you've milked it enough, Hollywood. Fuck off and make something else, We're going to see it, you have to come with me, that's fine. I'll go see it. I'm okay with this.
You will go and see it and you will enjoy it.
I will. I probably will, but it probably won't be a film that I'll go back to. You can't beat the originals because they were based on Michael... I can't read. I'm blind. Crichton works. Highly recommend the books. Oi, oi. Hello, Hayes. Thank you for joining us. Oi, oi. Welcome. Welcome back, pet.
We're both doing well.
Yes, doing well. Yeah, we're doing well. We're just doing the podcast, so welcome. But highly recommend the books. I do as well. I've started listening to the first book, actually, so listening.
Yeah, I never realised they were based on the books.
Yeah, that's why the third one was so
new every day.
Poo. Yeah. Right. Okay. Robin will kill me and lynch me if I don't talk about this. But obviously, myself and Robin went to see. Me and Robin went to see We Will Rock You. You're braver than me. Not at all, Hayes. Not at all. Again, Hayes, you're more than welcome to come on at some point. I know I wanted to do a podcast with you, so most of them aren't done live. But yeah, of course, again, me and Robin went to see the show We Will Rock You. It's the best show I've ever seen live. I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking awesome. And yeah, again, thank you, Robin, for taking me. It was very, very kind of you to do that. So yeah, it was I don't know, it was just really good. The acting was really done really well. There was a lot of funny quips in it that obviously got added because of COVID. The music was fantastic. Yeah, and just the young guy that was doing the main role, like, his voice was insane. He really went for it, and you could tell, like, the cast loved Queen. For those of you not aware, We Will Rock You was basically like a Queen musical show, but put into a play essentially where the world doesn't know, like, has forgotten about rock and roll. Everyone's just on the I planet. And is all connected online to listening to stuff like Katy Perry and things like that. So yeah, not saying that's bad music, but that's just, that's the premise of it. And rock and roll has died. Yeah, rock and roll has died. So yeah, but there was a few good characters in it that I do love. Probably my standout, Robin will know this, my standout moment was one of the characters basically called himself a groupie and a roadie and said, I'll have to have sex with myself. No change there then, and it just made me laugh. It was very good. But yeah, it was very, very good. Oh, everyone say hello to Hayes. Yes, say hello to Hayes. I'm gonna you.
Yeah, I would like to see that at some point, but it just costs a lot of money and
yeah, it does. It's a lot of money. Sorry, I'm munching a chippy. That's fine. You take your time. But yeah, no, it was very, very good. And again, Robin, thank you very much. Highly recommend it. If it ever plays again, I highly recommend people go and see it. It is, from what I know, the tickets are quite expensive, but it is definitely worth it. You'll have an amazing time with it. So yeah. I'll get us all tickets eventually.
I have to mention Benidorm.
Yes.
I've been watching a little bit recently.
Benidorm.
I missed breakfast. For a non-politically correct kind of series from ITV from years ago. You will enjoy Benidorm.
Have I missed breakfast?
Especially the first 2 seasons when they're like just 20 minutes an episode.
Yeah, they are very good.
One of our favourite characters introduced in season 4, Kenneth.
The fond memories I have of us watching that.
He owns the Blow and Go salon.
The Blow and Go, yeah. Oh, it's so good. So good. Love it.
What's missing? Give me a prize. But so yeah, good. It's so good. Very quotable. Very funny.
Yeah, it is.
And Robin will agree, I'm sure.
Fantastic. I can't wait to come up and visit you and just sit there and just binge Benidorm again. It's going to be so good.
I think we only have another season or 2 left.
Yeah, it's going to be very good. I'm looking forward to it. Great.
It does kind of lose a bit of its political, it loses a bit of its kind of fun when it has to kind of, we're kind of dealing with the offensive territory.
Yeah. There's a few things.
It doesn't quite go with all the same jokes that it used to kind of get away with. I think I won't even repeat it here just in case, but
yeah, there's some certain things you can't. I mean, I would.
Which were okay back in that day, but not too great now.
It's fucking stupid that you can't even say something without being cancelled.
I know. So the humour does change a little bit, but there's still kind of good elements, and yeah,
it is still. It's fucking brilliant.
I recommend it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Looking for a nice, colourful TV.
It is fucking awesome. Even the cast were edging us to dance with them, sing along with them. Yeah, Sean, you need to see it. Definitely. And they were.
Yeah.
Hey, haven't spoken in forever. How you doing? I finished watching it a year ago. Ooh, nice. Finally in full on Netflix, not just random episodes on TV. Yeah, no. I can't imagine just watching 1 or 2 episodes of Benidorm and not being able to watch 20.
Yeah.
It's just too good. It's actually decent and didn't get old.
I'm glad people share our passion.
Yeah. Did I miss breakfast? Temple Savage, you bitch.
I do not wish to have a catfight in reception. Don't you? Well, I bloody do.
I bloody do. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love it, man. It's so good. It's the one show that I still remember countless lines from, even though I haven't watched it in ages. Of course, I definitely agree. Hayes, I imagine if The Simpsons aired with all the 8 seasons it aired back with then. Yeah. There's certain things in The Simpsons you couldn't say today.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen. Yeah. And that's a kid's show. Rewatching Simpsons is so different when the adult stuff doesn't go over your head. Yeah. Actually, that's an interesting thing. Do you have any like childhood shows you went back to watch that you were like, oh Jesus, there's a lot of adult in here?
I'm not sure. Probably like a couple of like Disney films, Toy Story and stuff like that. There's always like a few things aimed at adults.
Yeah, to try and keep it interesting.
Which you miss when you're a kid.
Yeah, because you're not thinking about that.
Like, especially with Mr. Potato Head, I think. There's some definitely euphemisms
Yeah.
when it comes to that.
Oh, Mr. Potato Head. And his dirty...
It definitely makes you, appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah. It is very much appreciated when you're an adult watching it. Because you love the show anyway, or the film, or anything that you're watching, but it's like, those little quips just make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
More tolerable. But yeah.
Do you have any more TV and film things?
I do not, unfortunately, no. Robin, Rainbow, indeed.
Ding. Games, shall we move on to?
We can move on to games, good sir, of course we can. I think there's quite a few to talk about as well. I think.
Yeah.
So, again, same for last time, guys. Same for last time, guys. If you want to comment anything on the games that we talk about, or if you want to, mention some games to get our opinions on, go for it. That's why we're doing this like that. Adventure Time, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Adventure Time is fucking filled with them. Which one I'll send you in a clip later. Okay, cool. That's cool, Robin. Hayes, there's so many things, even just in the backgrounds, that you notice as adults but not as kids, like more risky jokes and lines in text and stuff. Yeah, definitely. I want mozzarella small. Rainbow is a childhood TV series. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, Robin.
No, I don't think I ever watched that.
No, I never heard of it. I watched Johnny Bravo as a kid. That explains why I'm so fucked up now.
Johnny Bravo.
He was just a womanizer.
Super Duper Sumos. That's a Raven.
Oh, Raven.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah. Raven was a good
Arthur,
TV show.
Moan the Vampire.
Yeah, Arthur.
A few other things.
Rugrats, yeah.
Rugrats, yeah.
It's true, yeah. Oh, the Rugrats is filled with innuendos, man. Like, just go back and watch their first film.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, Hayes is like, I remember Rainbow. No. Fairly Odd Parents, another one. Yeah, that's good. Good shout. My Parents Are Aliens. I don't know if anyone remembers that. That was like a live action TV show.
Goosebumps.
Oh god, that fucking theme still gives me nightmares.
Yeah, I think it's just like the way it's filmed is just so scary.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. Damn, that slipped from memory from ages till you guys just mentioned it. Oh, that's fair enough. DLC and Dom. Oh, yeah, Dick and Dom in the bungalow. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. I remember Dick and Dom. Yep, do remember.
Diddy, Dick and Dom.
Yeah, Diddy, Dick and Dom. They had like mini versions of themselves. Bogies. Remember that. Gruesome Tales from Gruesome. Oh, I love that show. I still watch that on YouTube to this day. Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids. It's great. I love it. Oh, do you want to read some of chat, Sean, before we move on? Do you want to read Hayes' stuff? I don't know if it was.
I think everyone's just saying how much they remembered the old shows and being a bit nostalgic, binge watching them.
Everyone's just binge watching. Oh god, Bob.
Postman Pat.
And his black and white cat. That's trying to be inclusive, isn't it? The joke just hit you. I watched your brain go, oh yeah. Great. Never watched the Wombles. The Bogies. Oh yeah. Stuff got me in trouble a few times. Yeah. Oh, what was it called? The Fergus the Bogeyman or something? Something like that. It was like an animated show. I remember that.
What was that one where it's like the guy was called Raven and he's on an island and he's like he has a load of kids there. This sounds so wrong on paper. But it's like trying to survive all these trials.
No, I remember Raven. Yeah, fuck, the guy that played Raven was hot, man. I'm just saying. I had a crush on him when I was a kid.
Scottish.
Oh, he always had his chest hair. Oh god damn. I remember it. It's very good. Oh yeah.
Tracy Beaker.
Niall the Spooky, hello. Yeah, no, Tracy Beaker I was obsessed with as a kid. I've seen every single episode of that 100 times. It got to the point where my granddad...
was so good as
Do you know
well.
what? My granddad actually turned to me at one point and went, why do you keep watching this shit? He never swore, but he hated Tracy Beaker. But,
50-50. Was that the one where the parents got gunged? Or was that the, you suck, and they had to suck a sweet like that?
You suck. And then they got kids to suck.
'cause
That's
there's
dangerous.
one, it might have been 50-50 where, like,
That's not
there's two
politically
teams of kids,
correct.
and they all have to suck a sweet, and then if the tongue turns blue, then they have to do the challenge.
Oh, wait, no, I think I remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because me and bro would sometimes do it because we thought it was funny. Yeah, every kid did bogeys. I used to do it in school all the time. But others didn't. Shame. The Wombles was fab. Never watched the Wombles. Stupid Tracy Beaker. Horrid Henry. Another good shout. Horrible Histories was my show. Oh, fair enough, Klinos. I don't think I ever watched it. Marcus, my cousin, used to watch it a lot. I used to watch it when I used to go around his, because he'd always have it on. Get Your Own Back. I don't remember Get Your Own Back, do you?
I think maybe that was the one where they get gunged.
Maybe. Oh, maybe, yeah. Dinosaurs from the 1990s must have had some scared the crap out of me and made me laugh at the same time. He threw the baby at the wall, though. Yeah. I remember Dinosaurs the film. I think if that's the one you're talking about. I love how we were going to move on to games and then childhood.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I had a lot
This
I
is
was
what we did.
obsessed with. But if anyone tried talking through Scooby-Doo, I'd go mad. Yeah, Scooby-Doo was a good show.
Do you know what? I never watched the animated Scooby-Doos. I only ever watched the films. So
You're missing out there.
yeah, I missed out on a lot there because I loved the films. I used to play the films so much, no joke, that my mum had to buy the DVD twice. I used to wear out the disc for it all the time, and the VHS. I know, I had a VHS. That's how old I am, man. The Iron
A
Giant.
bit of Scooby and Shaggy.
Oh, yeah, Scooby and Shaggy. Oh, Sean, you naughty boy.
And Scrappy.
Oh, wait till I come up, mate. You'll see Scrappy. No.
Yes, scraps on your fish and chips.
Fair enough. Yeah.
50-50 was the one with two different schools. Tower and challenges as you progressed through it. If the kids didn't win the rounds, they were trapped in the room. Oh yeah, that was. They still do that now, don't they?
Yeah, wasn't there a show called Trapped that was very similar to that as well? Like it was like a tower that kids had to progress up through levels. You're trapped. That thing. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, trapped.
I don't remember that one. That one was weird, fam. Spy Kids. That's a good one. God, the chat's going so quick.
Yeah, everyone's just.
Like, it's crazy.
Then remember, come outside. The lady just died recently. It's
Oh,
terrible.
yeah. Was that with Pippin? Oh, God, that's
Yeah,
going to be bad. Yeah,
and
I
the
remember.
polka dot plane.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I was heartbroken when I saw that. Don't for some anything. Had the most episodes. Gruesome Tales says.
Yeah.
Brum. Yep, good shout. Brum. It's a good one. Yeah, Trapped.
Polka dot plane. Yeah.
Yeah, Polka Dot Plane.
I think we just started something now. And everyone's talking about.
I remember Towns' yeah, that was Trapped. I remember that. Same with Total Wipeout. Total Wipeout, I didn't watch a lot, man. I'm gonna search for it. I miss it. Yeah, it was Trapped. Yeah, I thought it was. Ooh, like Trapped. Yeah, Trapped was good, man. That was a good shot. Raven will never be beaten. The Raven will never be beaten. I will always love Raven. Yeah, Polka Dot Plane, Doggy. Basil Brush. Oh, that's a good shout. Boom, boom. Yeah, I remember it. Anyone else? Bear with the Big Blue House. Yeah, I remember Bear with the Big Blue House. That was a good one. Blue's Clues. Fam, how did I forget? Blue's Clues.
Get me child points. Gotta get me child points.
Pokemon. See, I never watched Pokemon. I've discussed this earlier. I never watched it as a kid. Never gripped me. Yu-Gi-Oh gripped
I
me.
did used to watch a little bit.
Yu-Gi-Oh gripped me. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. Maybe on ITV.
The early seasons with Team Rocket, I liked with Pokemon. Maybe I watched a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember the main character, liking him, but I used to collect the cards as well.
That's fair, Hayes. Biologist. Yeah, no, I just never watched Pokemon. I don't know why. Yeah, wholesome, definitely. Mr. Men, I never watched it. Never cared for it as a kid.
So, Totally Spies, which was one of my little guilty pleasures.
You know the hell out of me,
Jackie
Basil.
Chan, of course.
Oh, Basil Brush annoyed you, Hayes? That's a shame. I loved Basil. Oh my god, Barney the dinosaur? Yeah, I never watched Barney either, weirdly enough. Never watched Barney the dinosaur.
Me neither.
Digimon? Yeah, I did watch Digimon now, that's true. And I did used to... Beyblade was like another one. I think Digimon like spun off from Beyblade. Oh, Beyblade spun off from that. I don't fucking know. I don't watch half of these. That's fair, Linus. That's fair. Roly Poly Ollie. Nope, don't remember that. That seems
Sheltered childhood.
Yeah. Barney was the only dinosaur I wasn't interested in. Yeah, I never cared for Barney. I always found him weird, actually. Super duper Dumas. I used to watch CBBC. That used to be my jam, but that's changed so much now. Sad.
Yeah.
Magic
and then there was
Roundabout.
like Jetix and...
Oh yeah, I used to get the magazines of Jetix. Oh mate, I remember that. Jetix.
It kept changing all the time.
Yeah, well, I think they had a lot of legal issues.
Yeah, probably a few Jimmy Saviles.
One too many. Yeah. Magic Roundabout.
Anyway,
I remember that. Magic Roundabout is
readouts there. Oh yeah.
Purple Dinos. Yeah, no, Hayes loves Purple Dinosaurs. Quite rightfully so as well. They're very cute. Not Barney, but Hayes' dinosaurs are very cute. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Clangers. Clangers? That sounds like something you'd call breasts. Whoa, look at those clangers.
I could make a children's TV show out of these.
Fucking hell. Didn't take long. The Tweenies, yeah, I remember that. Teletubbies irritated me too. Yeah, I never liked the Teletubbies. I think when I was like really, really little, like a baby kind of thing, I was okay with them, but otherwise, nah. Maggie, she was the best.
I just couldn't get over Tinky Winky.
I always used to laugh at it. Still do.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one. You tell them, yeah. 64 Zoo Lane. Yeah, I remember the theme tune to it. I don't remember anything for it though. 64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane. Oh, Balamori!
Yeah, Balamori.
Yeah.
And Rosie and Jim.
Ah, yeah.
As well.
No one. Oof, be right back. Gonna play a few games of Smith with my sparkle. Go for it. Have a good time, Hayes. Yeah, Zoo Lane. I did a lurk and catch up on you later. No worries, Hayes. Take your time. It's all good. Tots TV. I don't fucking remember that. Tots TV.
That's past our time.
I mean, to be fair, I watched a lot of stuff as a kid that was past my time, but it was like stuff that was on TV. Because back then, believe it or not, kids, smartphones weren't a thing. So neither was YouTube. When I was a kid, YouTube was a thing.
Babies would love clangers.
So wholesome.
Yeah. So milky.
Free drinks. Right.
Just a squirt.
I think that was a fantastic interaction with the audience. Thank you very much, guys.
Nostalgia.
Yes. But we'll leave it there. Ping you.
Oh, you can forget Pingu.
Yeah, who could forget about
Wallace and Gromit as well.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. Oh, the wrong trousers, cheese Gromit. Yeah. But yeah, right. Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's move on to games. We don't want to be stuck here for too long as nostalgia takes over the podcast. But yeah, Rosie and Jim. Oh, Leos used to watch it. It's good.
Yay!
Burrett.
Someone else. I think I finally beat Robin in that. Robin's seen Rosie and Jim.
Yeah.
I beat ya.
You fucking. All right, Kenneth, calm down.
Life is a competition.
All right, Kenneth.
I bloody want to cut it. We all know this.
I want to fight Temple. You bitch.
Where's this Inca prize?
Right. All right. Okay. On to the games. So again, guys, feel free to join in. Throw anything at us. We'll give it a good go.
So I think the PS Plus games were announced the other day.
Oh yeah.
For next month.
Yes, I did see their shit.
Yeah, FIFA 22. Really not interested in that.
Yeah, no.
Curse of the Dead Gods and Tribes of Midgard.
I think Curse of the Dead Gods is probably the one I'm most interested in. Out of all of them.
Me too.
I couldn't give a fuck about FIFA. It's a fucking shit game, and anyone that buys it every year, you're a mug. I'm sorry, but you are.
Apparently this one is good.
Yeah, because it's
is it
so
gonna make you
different.
like football though?
It's so fucking different. Just don't get it. I don't get it. You into it? That's fine, but I don't get it.
Robin says, I'm not going to argue. Good wife. Simmer down.
Yeah, that joke. That's still going. The married thing. Oh, but yeah, no. I mean, not the worst lineup, I guess. I mean, yeah, Curse of the Gods and the other one I'm interested in, but not FIFA.
Crimes of Midgard, yeah, like roguelikes.
Yeah.
Interesting kind of, not the best offering, but I think they're kind of slowing down on offering us really well.
Yeah, I think it's
With
because
the new
obviously
service coming out soon.
Yeah, their new service. I was going to say, yeah, the new one coming out soon. I'm not a dog. Let's not go there. Right, but anyway, love you, Robin. But yeah, so no, I mean, not a terrible lineup, but definitely not one of their worst ones.
Speaking of PS Plus, I think they've stopped doing the stacking. What?
I thought you were going to say speaking of dogs.
Speaking of dogs, here's my Shih Tzu.
Oh, yes, your puppies.
But yeah, apparently they've stopped you stacking PS Plus on PS Now subscriptions. So that, you don't kind of go overboard and get the PS Plus premium for too long.
Yeah. Or for like.
Because I think they're honouring the fact that if you have either PS Plus or PS Now, then they're gonna like give you the best service. If you have like PS Now,
you'll get the highest tier.
For people who've stacked up for like 10 years, you're sorted.
Yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine.
But I could never justify buying 10 years of something like that.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I will
kind of
pay
like a
for
prepayment.
I will pay for it yearly, and that is how I will do it.
Yeah. At least you can kind of forecast buying a year of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's a strange one, but yeah. I don't know. I'm not surprised that they've done that. It's a way to save them money, isn't it? At the end of the day,
yeah,
they're a business. They need to make money, and if they just let people stack up for 20 years, they're not going to make money. So
yeah, because you can get it on like discount, can't you, from like these certain websites?
Exactly. But yeah, there it is. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I think I'm still sort of a little bit meh because I'm not too sure what games they're going to put on there. So we'll see. It's
going to be like a little bit better than what was on PS Now. Anyway,
it won't.
Hopefully, the surprises.
Yeah, it won't be like a huge upgrade, but it'll be something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Any game stuff you want to mention?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I've just got the games that I've played basically.
Yeah.
But we'll start with one that we've both played, which is the new Masquerade Blood Hunt.
Vampire Blood Hunt thing.
Which is like another it's Bloodline the Masquerade Blood Hunt. There you go. Blood. Do you know it's filled with blood and vampires? Yeah, it's like a battle royale game that's basically come out recently. And no, it's all right. It's not terrible. It's got some jank.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's got some jank, but I think, to be honest, it's not terrible. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, and they just came out with their first ever battle pass.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Now,
is there any?
I've had a look, and I did like 2 games. You progress moves so slowly.
Oh god, yeah.
It's one of those very slow ones, grindy ones.
Unfortunately,
maybe they'll change it. It's still early days.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin, you'll have to download it.
Yeah, join us. Because it's this
vampire.
Yeah.
Just type all that in, you'll get it.
Just type in Blood Hunt, it'll come up. But yeah, no, I love vampires. My favourite thing. So, and the fact that they finally done another.
Customise your character.
Yeah. Finally, they've done another fucking like a Vampire Masquerade game. Like it's taken them forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I don't think I'll get the pass for it, but
no,
it's fun for what it is. Like
they've done similar to Fortnite where it gives you like the currency. If you buy it, you get the currency to use in the next one as well. So.
Yeah.
Not the most predatory of passes.
Yeah, which is
looking
nice.
at you, Destiny.
Destiny, you shits. But yeah, not terrible.
None of this, micro currency, which is kind of like premium currency, but isn't currency.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
None of that bullshit. None of that bullshit.
Oh, you've got me going now, Kenneth.
You've got me going now.
Yeah.
Have I missed breakfast?
Yeah. But yeah, we played that one, and we both played Rogue Company as well, which another free one. We're playing lots of free to play games.
Yeah, money.
Money.
Rogue Company. What was
But
your
also
thoughts?
pretty
on
decent. Pleasantly surprised.
that? Yeah, like a hero shooter.
Yeah, a third person reminds me of like Division 2 mixed with Uncharted multiplayer, which I quite liked back in the day.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it was pretty good. It was. Oh, it's a brand new game too. It is, Robin. Yes, it's brand new.
Get it downloaded, love.
Get it downloaded. We can all play it together at some point. But yeah, no, it's definitely worth Rogue Company and Bloodhunt are definitely games to have a look at least. You know, considering they're free, they don't cost you anything, and they are
If you're looking
fun.
for something new to play and you've not got much funds to play something new, then just download them and have a little try of it.
Yeah,
They're quite rewarding and lots of kind of things to
yeah,
earn and stuff. So.
unlock and play with. So yeah,
If you come at it with the right frame of mind of not spending money, then you're onto a winner there.
If you go into it with a FOMO mindset, you're gonna have a horrible time, probably, I imagine. But if you just go into it just to have fun and play a few games, you know.
Yeah.
Niall, quite like Rogue Company on PC. Yeah, I tried playing it on PC, but I think I started it on consoles.
It might be crossplay, so you might have to play it with us sometime.
Yeah, jump on with us at some point now. I'll be off.
Although I put you to shame.
I will put you to shame, boy.
I'm crap.
No, you're fine. But yeah, no, definitely.
James always comes to the top of the leaderboard.
I don't
I'm always
fuck
like,
it. No,
mid.
I don't. No.
He's just so good.
No. Just, I haven't. I'm not. It's fucking, it's awful. I get my ass handed to me most of the time. I just get lucky occasionally. But, yeah.
Any more gaming things that you would like to talk
I've well, today, funny enough, finished Spec Ops: The Line, a game I haven't played for many years, but I finished that off today. It's a good classic game to go back to if you haven't played it before. Definitely recommend it. It came out on like PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. I recently went back to it on PC, thankfully, so it looks better. But yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I forgot how it was way ahead of its time. It's more the edgy kind of real life reaction of war, so it's pretty gruesome at times. Worse than
I really enjoyed
Nerd Russia.
playing it on the PS3. I enjoyed watching you play through some of it as well.
Yeah.
Like remembering the choices that you have to make and the kind of grim realities of war that it showed us.
It's rough.
Very good game ahead of its time, as you say.
Yeah, and the ending was well, one of the 5 endings. it's rough. I didn't even realize there were 5 endings, but there we are.
Yeah, it's a choice-based game done right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where actions mean consequences, not just the same route funneled into a different choice.
Into a different hole. But yeah, have you got any more gaming stuff?
I don't think I have actually.
Oh well, I
haven't been playing much.
I've got quite a few. How come you haven't been playing that? Busy? Yeah, you have had a lot going on, haven't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of,
I've just been playing the same games I've already talked about as well.
Yeah, because we were having a week of no Fortnite. We're not talking about it. But
No.
yeah, no. Okay, well, I can go through the stuff that I've played.
You know,
Rattle them off.
go through it.
But yeah, Layers of Fear 2. Obviously finished that on stream. That was a good one. Good horror game. It was. I don't know if you've played the first Layers of Fear, right?
Yeah.
It was a similar mindset, but like with an actor, I think, instead of an artiste. It was good. Yeah, it was kind of the same premise, just different kind of world. So yeah, it was good. It was fun to play through at least, and I had a good time with it. So
One of the better walking simulators, I find.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a cool kind of spin on it with the artist kind of side of it. And that was the first one, and then they did more creative stuff with the actor. I was looking forward to where they go next with it. I think I mentioned like maybe a dancer or something like that.
Yeah, it would
Could
be interesting.
have lots of kind of horror themes around that.
Yeah, do you know what? A dancing
I'm
one.
looking at
I think
Black
that would
Swan
be
or
good.
something.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Beauty mixed with the horror.
beauty and horror, both in one.
Ballet and blood-sucking vampires. Great.
God damn, that sounds like my kind of film. Or game. I'll take him. But
Drink the blood from my toes.
Ooh. Yeah. But another game that we recently finished on stream was Angels of Death. Kind of like a 2D pixelated game. I've started watching the anime, so I will be talking about that in the next podcast. So don't miss that over on the channel if you want to catch it. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. Surprisingly interesting. It's the only time that I've ever done voices for characters and actively tried to keep the voices going, you know? Which was weird, but I think it gave it a bit more personality, and I think it made it more, I don't know, interesting to watch, because if I'd just been reading everything, it would have been pretty fucking stale, I reckon.
Yeah,
but
to kind of get into character a little bit, makes it a bit more interesting.
Definitely. What happened at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, cheers, James, you dickhead.
Okay. Fine to read the chat now.
I know. But the ending was pretty good. So spoilers. But at the end, you kind of end up on Rachel's floor. She's one of the main characters. You end up on her floor and find out that basically her dad killed her mum, and then she had to kill her dad, and then it gets kind of spirals from there. You know, she had to go to counselling and obviously went into foster care and stuff like that. So it's a rough backstory, to say the least. But the ending was basically the other character, Zach, who basically promises to kill her, he actually does kill her. He gets her out of the mental asylum, and it's sort of left ambiguous. There's no real kind of like, definitive thing, but I think it's fairly obvious. But no, it's a good game. I do recommend it. It's very cheap on PlayStation as well, so and Steam and whatever you choose to play your games on. So yeah, feel free to check it out. It's a good one. I highly recommend it, and I've never done 2D before, so it was good.
I've gone back to play a bit more Temtem.
Temtem.
It's had its like most recent update, content update 1 or something. It's like it's at like 0.9 or something, so it's almost at the full.
Almost.
But I think that they've completed the story now. I think I've almost completed the story as well. Getting very fucking challenging. But yeah, it's a very good game if you like Pokemon and that kind of thing. It's basically an almost carbon copy of Pokemon, but a little bit more adulty. Like the NPCs swear and stuff. But yeah, it's very good. I recommend it. I think I've been addicted to it for the past, couple of weeks. But,
yeah, been playing it for a while.
There's a bit of more of a grind as well. It's always not as hard as Pokemon. Not as easy as Pokemon. That's what I meant.
Hard.
Hard and easy. What's different?
Yeah.
Hard and easy. That's me. Just a little joke.
Just a little joke.
Little.
Not so fucking little.
But yeah, recommended if you like Pokemon and that kind of game.
Oh, that's good.
But if you want to play it on PS5,
yeah,
it's still got its little bugs and jank. But yeah, hopefully that will be sorted with the 1.0 release.
Ooh, yes.
Shouldn't be too far away.
Should be right around the corner, as they say.
Oh, yes. Right around.
Reach around. Right, anyway.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, right, okay. So
We have to wrap this up quickly.
I have to go and be alone. So I recently obviously played through Martha is Dead as well, the game that had a lot of controversy around it, with Sony censoring 2 scenes, which is hilarious because I played the game on stream uncensored. And I don't quite understand why they censored the scenes. Sony are idiots. But really good game. Really good story. The devs did a fantastic job of it. The game looks beautiful as well. Considering it's like an indie game, it looks AAA. Like, it looks really good. There were some funny moments, mantis arms and things like that. But yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it a lot, and I recommend it.
Yeah. And what about the beast inside? Is it?
Yeah, the beast inside. We did finish that. Finished that as well recently. That was pretty good. It was different. I wasn't expecting it to go in the direction that it went. It kind of went into like the sci-fi kind of territory of horror. So it was like playing two games at once. It was like half the game was like Amnesia for anyone that's played that, and then the other half of the game was modern times and kind of the walking simulators and puzzle solving that you would kind of expect from something like, Layers of Fear or whatever, So it was a bit of both, and it was good. It was really interesting. I do think that some of the writing in it is pretty cringe, and there were some moments that were kind of like, well, that wasn't necessary. But yeah, overall, great game. Had a lot of fun playing it, and there's a second game apparently that's going to be worked on very soon after they finish their next game. So I'll definitely play that whenever that gets released in 20 years.
What a treat.
What a treat. But yeah, the last games that I've got is the Caregiver and Stigmatized Property, which are Chilia's arts games. So horror walking simulators. Very short, very sort of the kind of horror you'd expect, but very good. Very enjoyable. Had a lot of fun with them. And as simple as they are, Chilia's arts games are very good. They're good horror. So they work really well and play on the anxieties that you don't normally think about when you're playing a game. So it does a good job. But yeah.
Good.
Yes, good.
Great little streaming games.
Yeah, good. They are good for streaming, admittedly. But yeah, is that it? Any more gaming stuff, good sir?
I think that's it for games.
Ooh. Well then, you join us on the part of the Mind Over Madness podcast that we like to call Interesting Things. Interesting things. Yeah, so
for lack of a better name.
Yeah. So the last part of this podcast, basically, we take random topics that we find interesting, chat about them, and it adds a little bit of length onto the podcast with also conversations we can't really bring up in length. It adds a bit of difference to because these are things that we can't really add to any of the other topics, so it allows us to kind of broaden our horizons. So if you have any interesting topics, check out the Discord. You can suggest stuff there, or suggest it right now, because we're live.
Suggest it live, right?
Let's go, baby!
We will read it, and we will talk about it.
I know, great, right? Random topic time, indeed. So, Sean actually came up with 2 last time we did the podcast, after we'd finished filming.
Damn, we should have talked about
Son of a bitch. But that's fine. I did write both of them down. So we'll start with this one, because we can both kind of relate to it. It's pet prices. So the prices of pets, owning pets, that kind of thing. What's your experience been of that, and what's the good and the bad?
Well, I think we've been quite lucky with the pets we've had in the past and the current ones we have now, and they haven't had ongoing kind of medical problems when it comes to the vets and stuff. So we're quite lucky in the fact that we bought our first dog for like 400.
Bloody hell.
Newest dogs were like 400 to 600 each, which was quite pricey at the time, but nothing compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
We are quite lucky, and we try our best to look after them and be as healthy as possible. For example, to get can I say the word?
Can you say
Carrots.
it? Yeah, we've got to say it quietly. Treats. The dogs might freak out and be like, more!
Yeah. Yeah, so that cleans the teeth and it's good for them, and we weigh the food out so that they don't get overweight and stuff like that. So we're lucky in the fact that we've never had any of those really problems. And then, but I feel like if we did have those kind of problems, then it's kind of a difficult one, because if it's already established part of the family and it kind of just develops these problems, and I think you don't really have a choice but to
yeah.
It's part of the family. You got to pay for it.
Oh right, okay, pay for it.
No, will it ever come to the point where you're like, oh, sorry, the bill's too much, the dog has to die?
I fucking hope not, because I love your dogs. They're adorable. Yeah.
But yeah, it can be super pricey if there's like ongoing issues and stuff. That's why I'm always a bit dubious about kind of rescue dogs and stuff like that, because you don't know what kind of ailments they have. But I mean, it's still a very good thing to rescue them. But
yeah, of course.
I wouldn't like say anyone don't get a rescue dog, but just say be aware of any problems that they may have.
I found out recently that a lot of dog places, like rescue dog places, won't actually let you buy a dog unless you've owned one before.
Oh yeah,
because they
are quite
want
choosy about where they send them.
They are, well, understandably, I guess, especially if they've got a lot of issues. So, But yeah.
And if they've come from a home with like abuse and stuff, when they're going back into a home of abuse, absolute double whammy there.
So, out of curiosity, then, have you ever had anything like major? And the same question goes to the audience. Have you had any like major pet bill that you've been like, Jesus Christ, like you weren't expecting it at all, or anything that you did have to fork money out for?
Well, anytime you go into the vet, it's like we've done it a few times where you go into the vets because they've thrown up or something. You're like, oh my god, they're gonna die. So you go to the vets and then it's like 70 quid to get some Calpol, doggy Calpol basically. But we've had times where it's like we really don't know what's wrong with them and we take them to the vets. But never anything too serious. It always comes back fine. They just need to like Calpol. Fine. By the time we get to the vets, they're like happy and wagging. You little fucking
little shit.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
You show me up now, you little. And of course,
fucker.
it's always on like a bank holiday week and all the vets are shut, so you've got to go to like an emergency vet, like about an hour away.
God.
While your dog's spewing from both ends, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh fucking hell. Yeah.
You sputter around, it's like a Catherine wheel. But it's nothing too major that you can't deal with. Have you ever had any kind of emergency kind of situation?
Yeah, unfortunately. So I've had gerbils and stuff in the past. They're really cheap and easy to look after, of course. Just quickly, just to get these out of the way. Tlinos. Do you want to read them? You read them, Sean.
Floozy. I call it Floozy.
Yeah, of course.
Says, my granddad has 2 rescue cats. One is super fluffy and one doesn't be touched unless it's my granddad.
Oh.
Assuming touch your granddad, touch your cat, not your granddad.
Good granddad.
Mickey Vic says some animals we have can't be taken to the vets near here. We have to go to specialist vets for the chickens and quails, for example. Like that's another side of it. Kind of the pets that aren't kind of your standard cat or dog have to have kind of specialists.
Yeah. I can't imagine that's fucking cheap.
No.
But then you own a farm. So it's your mum who brought them home. I'm seeing Vic's mum tomorrow. She's probably going to kill me if she sees this. But yeah.
I wouldn't know where to start with if the chicken was ill.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have a fucking
I'd probably just have to kill it and eat it. No, I don't.
That's Sunday dinner sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. The major vet bills we have had Ralph's operation when he was sick during lockdown. Yeah, one of the dogs, and medicines was almost $1,000. And Keeney's operation and medicines were like 500. That's crazy. It's nuts how expensive pets can get. I mean, I guess me and my mum have been quite lucky with Chloe and Spooks, the cats. Unfortunately, Chloe has been the one that has just all the fucking money has just gone to her.
Yeah.
Or just bring the chicken in.
It's like when they get let out and they're not like housebound.
Yeah.
You can bring back everything. You don't know what's happening out there.
Yeah. I think the ongoing thing.
Oh,
yeah. They pick shit up all the time. I think the ongoing thing is obviously you have to worm and flea your animals. That's basic. Yeah. But Chloe was the worst. She when we obviously had, because we had both of them sort of neutered and so they can't have kittens. But Chloe's was the worst. She was small, and we were told by the vet, they were like, she's too small, and I sort of was like, no, we can't do this. So we waited a couple of months. She didn't really grow, and they basically said, well, childbirth would kill her as well. So I mean, it's 50-50, whichever one you want. So we got an operation done, but she got like an infection. It cost us nearly, I don't even know the number, but if I was to guess, probably hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to deal with. And it almost came to the point where we were like, we can't afford this, so we're going to have to just let this little kitten just die. Which,
but then it gives you the eyes.
I was like, no, fuck that, fam. I'll throw whatever I have to at it. And me and my mum both came together, did what we had to. And she's still here, but she's just got a lot of medical issues, so nothing we had to pay for, luckily, but it's like she has to have a lot more help, like grooming and cleaning, and so she's a little bit more time-consuming than the average cat, I would say. But otherwise, no, nothing super major. I think you always have that pet that's always the one huge amount of money you have to fucking spend on them.
Roxy was like a little bit ill when we brought her home for the first time because she had like a chest infection or something, and her nose, the way they're bred, that sometimes they can have very like brachycephalic. But yeah, we were a bit shocked at that, considering Lola, who's also the same breed, has got like no issues like that. So we phoned the people, and they were like, yeah. It was a bit of a kerfuffle at the start, but then you look into the little eyes and you're okay.
I'll help you.
We'll sort you out.
Yeah.
I mean, we brought you home and loved you for one weekend, I think that's enough. But yeah. I think the rules to kind of go by is if you're considering getting a pet, make sure you've got excess money to spare.
I know a lot. There's some people out there.
Case.
Yeah, I think there's some people out there. Sorry to interrupt. There's some people out there that think people that say, "Oh, my animals are like my babies." Well, yeah. When it comes to money, that's kind of how it is. View it like that, like having a kid, because they do cost a lot of money. Not as much as a kid, but still a sizable amount. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin, I think you misunderstood. The chickens are in her house. Well, not in her house, they're in the back garden. But she has 3 chickens now, 2 ducks, 3 quails, 4 dogs, and a cat. And 4 guinea pigs. That's just in their house.
A lot of animals to love.
Yeah, but they are all very cute. But I love animals, man. And me and my mum wanted cats for years, but it was just we couldn't afford to. So that's why we always had gerbils and hamsters, because they're cheap. It's horrible as it sounds, but
they're cheap. They last a year, and you can just chuck them away.
No, my gerbils.
Joke.
But yeah, I can remember all their names. But yeah, no, I would definitely agree with you, Sean. Yeah, definitely make sure you've got the money if you want to have like a pet or like a cat or a dog or something. Long term.
It's basically the best case scenario if you're literally just paying for their food and the worming. Stuff like that, and a healthy dog, so that's a bonus. But some things can be happen unannounced, so
they can and
be ready for it.
Be prepared. Vic, bring them home, nurse them day and night. We had to change our dog's diet to raw because their dry and tinned made them sick, gave them rashes and allergies, etc. But that has its own problems like E. coli, bones, and cost.
Robin says, the way you're explaining it makes me think Vic is very Veruca.
Stealing all the animals. No, that's a mum. Mum just brings animals home, and then her dad's like, for fuck's sake, man. But, it's very comedic to watch. But definitely the family is animal lovers, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But, it's not much space. No squirrels, though. No, none yet. I wouldn't put it past it.
Wild squirrels in our garden.
Oh, squirrel. Yeah, we have squirrels outside the front a lot. I love squirrels, man.
All grey squirrels.
Yeah,
literally. No red ones.
Greys have fucking got rid of all the fucking red squirrels now.
I don't know.
Red squirrels, not brown. Yeah, red squirrels. Did you say brown squirrels?
No.
Why am I questioning this? But
Anglesey has all red squirrels. Killed the other ones, the grey one.
Yeah, but a lot of everywhere else, the grey squirrels have just been like, we rule.
Literally, they've got like people on the bridge like, fucking.
Jesus.
If any other squirrels come across here, we're gonna kill them.
There goes my breakfast. But
squirrel sandwiches.
Oh. No, Alita just said squirrels. Oh, okay. Liverpool still has red squirrels. Does it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like
okay.
wild red squirrels everywhere, but Anglesey literally
top to bottom
just has red squirrels.
You can still see red squirrels on the Isle of Wight too. Yes, true, because I remember going there when I was younger and seeing squirrels.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. They're not all... I think... I don't know if it is gradually made out to be worse than it actually is, but every time I ever heard about it, it was like, oh no, the Reds are extinct. It's like...
Yeah. Protected.
Yeah. They're like I don't know if they're classed as endangered now, but maybe.
Maybe they were, but I think they've saved them.
Yeah. All right. There's one more interesting thing, unless anyone else has anything. We have 22 animals, I believe. Jesus Christ, Vic. That's crazy.
23, including James.
Yeah, exactly, including me. That's 23. How dare you forget about me? Yeah, but yes, the other thing that you brought up, good sir, was Canada's right to die. An interesting one.
Okay, so yeah, they've recently passed euphemism laws that allow mentally ill people to kind of choose to die, or maybe if their next of kin has like their capacity thing, I forget what the word is,
Power of
that
attorney.
they can, as a group decide, that this person wants to commit euthanasia.
Yeah.
And yeah, die. So do we think that should be like a
Good
law
question.
everywhere?
Yeah, it's a good question to you, chat.
Or-
Do you think the right to die should be a thing? Personally, after watching my granddad fucking deteriorate over a year, yes. Why did me, my auntie, and my cousin have to sit there with him for 5 days and just watch him die? Over 5 days. Like, he couldn't speak. All he did was breathe. And yet no one could do anything. Like, it's so wrong, man. Like, at that point, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just, like, if it's not human. It's so fucked.
Yeah, plenty of like nursing homes, and you see them just in the bed, they're being tube fed,
Just
stuff, and like all the drugs, like that.
it's
Drugs
so
are going
awful.
into the system, and it's just
Yeah.
like, what is the point? You wouldn't even like treat a dog like that. You put the
No,
dog down.
exactly. If a horse breaks its leg, you shoot it. Like, I mean, no, obviously that's
No, it goes to Tesco, obviously.
yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, it bewilders the mind that the right to die hasn't become like a universal thing. I don't quite understand why not. But yeah.
Because like, if you want to like do that in this country, you're gonna have to like fly else.
No, that's made a crime now in this country. If you go
you
over
can't even do that, then.
if you go over to, I think it's Canada has Dignitas or something. Is it Canada that has it? I'm not too sure. But yeah, if you fly basically to another country to have Dignitas, which is basically this company that allows the right to die, they do a bunch of tests to make sure that you're not, you're not doing it because you're depressed. Yeah, or you're not depressed, and that's with a bit of counselling or mental health help, you could be better.
That's like the only option that you have.
It's basically if you've got like a degenerative disease and you don't want to live through it, then they'll give you the right to die. But if you as a family member go over there with them, when you come back to the UK, you'll be arrested for murder. That's not even a joke. Like, this country, I'm not getting on it, but it's just such a weird premise that I don't quite understand. I understand the side of it, maybe, that they're like, oh, well, what if someone's got mental health like issues like depression and they just want to die? Then this is why you have regulations in place, I think we've discussed this briefly on the podcast before. I don't think we've ever gone in depth with it. I mean, what's kind of your thoughts on it,
I was just reading Floozy's comment. I think I agree with that one. It says a very interesting thing. The terms and conditions definitely need to be clear, but in general, I think yes, we don't let animals suffer with illness or injury, but we'll force a human to live for many years when it's not fair on them. So that's
absolutely.
Basically, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just definitely a case by case basis. Come, like advertise on TV, like, hey, I'm over here to die. It should be available. Maybe not on the NHS, but maybe something that they can recommend. If that's, because it's still an option at the end of the day. Like,
you don't have to take it.
For that person, it's like, why should you say to someone you have to stay alive when they don't want to? After suffering for so long. And they don't make the choice just for themselves. It's like for their families, and they don't want to put their families through.
Yeah, absolutely. Niall said, I think it was a Dutch guy who 3D printed pod that when filled with nitrogen would stay alive, would unalive you. Niall, proofread. And he has made it public so anyone can print it, but it is a grey area thing. I think in the UK it's illegal. I mean, he's technically the only reason I reckon he's not been arrested or tried or whatever, or in Dutch, wherever they are. No, that's not a place, that's a language. But
Netherlands,
Netherlands, my apologies. But yeah, in Netherlands, I think it's because the UK has some of the strictest laws when it comes to that stuff. Like, it's not even a grey area in the UK. It's just flat out not allowed. If you do it, it's murder. If you help someone do it, it's murder. That is how they treat it. And it's despicable. Yeah. I can't quite understand why the option hasn't been put there. And again, this is part of the ploys. Like, they're going, well, because, what if people are sad and want to die? Well, this is why
life
you
is
have
sacred and must be cherished.
Well,
and
this
must be
is
held on to. But
this is why you have regulations in place, and this is why you have assessments in place to make sure the person knows what they're getting into. They have a valid reason to die. I'm not saying if someone's depressed that they should have the right. No, that's ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous. But if someone's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia and they don't want to put their family through that shit, then after a certain amount of time, they should have the right to go, right, it's time for me to accept this now.
yeah,
Like,
it brings back that kind of control as well, doesn't it? Like, you can choose when, you can end it.
Yeah.
And not have to kind of prolong it. Maybe could go on for years and years of, you being a vegetable and family.
Exactly. And having to witness it.
They would look after you, but it's like...
Well, like, a family having to witness, like, a loved one go through that, it's not normal, fam. It's not normal. Like Lino said, we don't make animals do that, so the fuck do we do it to humans, Do you want to read?
Vic says, of course it should. You're prolonging their suffering, not their life, if there is no quality of life achievable.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of the testing process should be that they deem their capacity and their quality of life.
Absolutely.
If it's all kind of negative,
then... Can you go to the toilet on your own? No. Can you wash yourself? No. Yeah, once you've lost everything, what is the point? Like, what is the point?
There are families who've been through this with a loved one, and they've had their family member euthanized, and they say it's what a joyous experience it is.
Yeah.
They're happy and they just go to sleep, and they've got family around them and stuff like that.
They're going out on their terms.
Hospital suffering for ages.
Yeah, exactly. They're going out on their terms. At their pace, and
they look death in the face and go, "Fuck you."
Yeah, pull their genitals out, slap them on death's face, and go, "Suck that, you bitch." That's But yeah, I've never quite understood why the right to die has never been passed, but maybe it will be one day. I'd like to see a law.
Maybe there's something we're not seeing.
Yeah, I'd like to see a law come out about it, and make it an available option. With obviously procedures and safety stuff in place, but yeah, don't force people to go through bullshit just because you're too scared if something goes wrong. Like, that's us as humans, as human beings. We make mistakes and we learn from them and then we improve on it. And one of the biggest mistakes we've still not learned on is letting people suffer with horrible illnesses and stuff that are curable. It'd be different if they were curable. Then yeah.
Letting go is the best cure.
Exactly. What a lovely note to end it on. Letting go is, yeah. But if anyone else has got any questions or any topics they'd like to throw out, please feel free.
Yeah, we will just have a little casual chat.
Casual little chat for, we'll go for a little bit longer. Just a little bit, just a smidge. But, yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy the live experience, Sean? How was it for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't it wasn't completely overridden by chat all the time and stuff like that. It's very enjoyable to have a contribution.
Yeah. Definitely.
Gave us more things to talk about.
Definitely.
Gave us a bit more perspective. Everyone has their own things to do with Alzheimer's and this last topic, euthanasia and stuff like that. It's interesting to hear about everyone's views on it and stuff. And how they may align with ours or maybe not align with ours.
Exactly.
But,
and that's okay, by the way. Like, if you ever watch a podcast and disagree with us, that's perfectly fine. Mention it. Sometimes, I'm not so ignorant that some of my opinions are fucking ridiculous and maybe I just need to be educated. Like, I'm all for that shit, baby. Teach me. But, it's a good time.
How did you enjoy it?
I like anything with an interactive audience, you know me. I like having
a bit of interaction, me.
Yeah, I love a bit of interaction, me. I do. I love doing this. I love doing the podcast, of course. It's the highlight of my fortnight, and I obviously love doing the live ones.
You said we wouldn't mention that word.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do enjoy doing them live as well, because especially having interaction from you guys who watch it. I know Robin regularly watches the podcast, so it's nice to have like you guys joining us in here.
And it gets to you guys sooner because it's live and it's
There
on
you go.
VOD.
Yeah. 2 days early. Look at that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and of course we're doing it at the same time that we're raising money for charity. So who wouldn't like that,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always a good
Great
good
cause.
thing.
Great cause.
Great
Best
cause. Best cause. It's always a good one. I have a great time.
It's gonna make every other cause look like stupid compared to this cause. Anyway, not to make light of it.
Yeah. We always make jokes, but that's fine. I don't quite understand what you're saying over there, Tom, but I fully agree with you. It's a wonderful time. It's a great time. We're having a wonderful time. I'm going to go and eat some pasties. Yeah. But, all right then. I think, guys, we'll leave the podcast section there. So thank you very much, Sean, for joining me on stream and doing the podcast live.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks for inviting me.
It's always a pleasure. You can come on anytime you like. Of course you can.
I get a backstage pass.
I get a backstage pass. Goddamn. Yeah. No, of course. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on, mate, as always. And thank you for doing it.
To, put these ideas into the wild.
Yeah, I think it's always nice to try new things.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We'll definitely do it again sometime.
Oh,
soon.
yeah, definitely. I mean, to be
That
fair...
helps you with the editing as well.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't fucking edit that much anyway. Not anymore. Not anymore. The days of James's editing have gone. But, yeah, no, I
like it raw.
We like it raw! So, yeah.
Fucking raw.
Fucking... What are you?
Yep.
I'm a... Ooh! MK Rust. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Much love to your face.
Dinosaur.
Appreciate the follow. Oh, okay. How was Sean Connery say dinosaurs? Dinosaurs. I do like me some dinosaurs.